Checking your tracks is the first step to take when trouble arises. Using a spirit level will assist you in determining if adjustments must be made. Though perfectly level tracks are ideal, the structure may not allow this. If your tracks don't run level, they must at least have no deflections and be parallel with each other. Use a measuring tape to determine the tracks are always the same distance apart at various measuring points. A measuring tape will also help you determine if the tracks are directly positioned above and below each other. If not, you will need to make adjustments. Problems associated with the movement of the screen across the opening, such as the screen being difficult to pull across or the screen not retracting, indicate you likely have to adjust the top track screws to allow approximately 1/8 of inch up and down movement in the pull bar. With the pull bar under the screw, tighten or loosen as necessary to create the 1/8 of an inch of vertical movement. VistaView is designed to work on tracks that are clean from both debris and well lubricated. To properly prepare tracks for smooth operation, first use a vacuum, then move to wiping the length of the tracks with a cloth. If needed, apply silicone into the track's mesh slot, not along where the pull bar travels. You will need to wipe off excessive silicone to prevent brake slippage. Using a spirit level, you will need to check if the VistaView's housing unit is plumb. You will need to make adjustments if it is not, as proper function of the screen depends on this. A tearing sound will indicate a problem at the connection point between the housing and the track. It may be that your track guide is installed, but not fitting into the track very well. This means you may have excess paint on your track end. Using a file, remove this excess paint so the track guide can be reinstalled with a tight, clean fit. Your VistaView requires a track guide on the end of the track going against the housing. This helps guide the mesh into the zipper slot, and its absence causes many problems. This part is not optional. To install a track guide, match the guide to the required end, insert, and use force to completely fit the guide in place. The handle braking system of the screen should not be engaged until install is complete. There is a rivet under the handle. Removing this engages the handle braking system. The unexpected removal of this rivet may be an overlooked cause of the screen not functioning as expected. If a screen is retracting slightly off kilter or not retracting fully, jogging it back and forth will help the screen reset. Excess paint inside the zipper slot may cause problems with the screen retracting, particularly if the pull bar has proper 1/8 inch vertical movement. Running your finger along the slot, you may be able to feel paint buildup. To remove this paint, use a flathead screwdriver. Insert it into the slot and run it along the length of the tracks. For clarity, the zipper slot is where the mesh travels. Simply use the flathead screwdriver to scrape paint buildup out so that the screen retraction is no longer hindered.